X. Am I still live on X? Started on X. Yes, there is a new live on X. Now YouTube won't have anything. Shall I do? Should I restart the live stream? It will start the YouTube live as well. Or should I continue with the X? Because X is live, right? Why this Wi-Fi has to make such problems? Due to this Wi-Fi, the YouTube got disconnected. Now it is connected again. Uh, keep on going with the X. Should I just keep on going with the X? Should I restart? Decision to make, yes. Decision time. Decision time. I think I should. Streaming is on. Let's see. Yes, I'm back. One cock and a hoop. Just a second, people are really sorry for these things. Like Wi-Fi got fucked up. So that's the thing which disconnected the YouTube live and then it didn't restart it. So I just restarted my live. That's completely fine. You can join from over here. I'll just make sure that everything is perfect. Zibit official. Yeah, let's go. So, really sorry for whatever happened right now. Wi-Fi got disconnected, stream got stopped for 1 minute, 2 minutes, I don't know what minute. And then again, I restarted my stream because on the live YouTube was not showing, so I restarted it. Okay. This is not technical issue, it is Wi-Fi network issue. Okay. Understand this thing. I'm really sorry for that. It's totally fine. We are back live again. I hope people will join. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. So, like I was talking about, we were talking about regarding the real estate, like how it is, what's happened to the physical. Okay, where is it? Okay, so digital representation we get, regulatory approval, issuance of the register under the local laws, blah 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 scenarios. Blockchain recording, obviously it will record in the blockchain. What happens to the physical asset? The land, the bond doesn't vanish or get duplicated. It stays in custody of SPV, trustee or issuer. The physical version continues to exist, but its ownership and economic rights are mirrored digitally. If you buy a tokenized Dubai apartment share, you don't walk away with apartment key. Instead, you legally own a slice of SPV that owns that apartment. You get a promotional rental income and appreciation via token. The government bonds worth $1 million can be tokenized into 1,000 tokens of $1,000 each. The bond itself stays in the custodian bank. The token holder receives the interest payment automatically via stable coins like USDC. Okay, got it. Got it. It's the same like stock market, but for the real estate, like legit real estate. Even if, like, for example, you are in India and you if they with a real like this, like the mag group, like they mentioned so many groups, right? Where is it here? Once again, yes. So these are the all groups like the mag property. They are trying to make some XYZ things, like some very luxurious apartment, like some building and blah blah blah. Now you get ownership of that. If you want, either you can take the whole building, depending on how much you want to invest. They will give you, if let's say, like if you wanted just one slice, I want one part of that. Now that you are owning a share, if they earn rental money, everything, and blah 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 blah, they are gonna give you a part of your share. It's like 4 to 5 people coming together and being a partner of that whole building. What they do, but now it is in the digitalization form. You don't have to just like come to that the place, check that place and every other thing. You don't have that key. Okay, you are doing nothing. You are just owning us, like the same way, like for example, we do companies like Reliance, for example. Let's say Reliance or Apple. Now we when we buy the shares of Reliance or Apple, that doesn't mean that we own a company. We own a very fractional. We are partners, but not the OG partners. We are a very like pseudo partner. We are very having the most smallest share of that company. Doesn't make us owner, doesn't give us any authority. Just like we are a part of that thing. Same thing. It's same thing happened with the world assets, like for example, products, bonds, or some buildings, or the real estate, or each and everything. Now you can also invest with a digitalized token, which can allow, it's very good thing as well, actually. Like it can give you the appreciation, rewards, all the things in the cryptocurrency, which is actually better than having the normal ones. Okay, understood these things. Okay, thank you so much for making me understand these things. It was very confusing for me to understand the real world asset thing, like how they are tokenizationing, what happens to the real world, like physical thing, what happens where, and blah blah blah. Now I get it. Okay, here is one very cool trick which I am gonna tell you all people. The one very cool trick of how to smartly invest into the cryptocurrency. Okay, now to invest in a cryptocurrency, you need to find product, good product, not just any product, the product which is gonna help us achieve a great profit in your wallet. How can we do that? Now, I made you understood this one very specific thing, that every cryptocurrency who is having a greater value, or people start investing, like people pouring their money, a good inflow is coming. I explained you inflow yesterday itself. What is inflow? Inflow is basically number of money coming into that XYZ coin market or whatever it is. Money coming inside, inflow. Money going outside with the like via profit or any of those things, like they took the profit, they don't want to do, they sold it and they took the profit and left. That's outflow of the market. Okay, there are two things, inflow and outflow. Now I've told you this one very specific thing, that a cryptocurrency is just used for transactions. Why there are different values to the different so many different of the currencies. Every currency has their own uniqueness. Okay, some might be very similar, but this similarity makes a little change. Why? Because see, as a human grow, human evolved, we saw like, okay, we like this thing, I have to create this thing. We like that thing, like the calculation was very hard, we created a calculator. Washing machine was washing the clothes with the hand was very hard, we made the washing machine. Making a concrete by the whole stuff is very hard, so they made machine for that. Whatever we needed, we built, we invented. In the same way, like as it's a transactional platform, but they might have some drawbacks. Everything has a drawback. one or two small 0.5, 0.1, 0.001 kind of a percentage of drawback we have, every currency has. Now to overcome that drawback, new currencies started to come into the market. The reason for that is just one very simple thing, that they wanted to overcome whatever drawback was previously, and whatever new stuff with a new technology, with a new enhancement, with a new improved version we can provide to you. Basic example, now Solana was made for why? For what reason Solana was made? Solana was made because the things, the transactions needed to be more cheapest and the fastest. Ethereum is cheap and faster compared to Bitcoin. But compared to the Ethereum, Solana is more faster, more cheaper, and it provides within like 1 second you can do 65,000 transactions. 65,000 transaction per second you can do it. It is capable of doing within 1 second 65,000 transactions. See, so it's just basically clearing the drawbacks of the previous and inventing new one, and they are linked. Ethereum is based on, sorry, Solana is based on Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so they are linked as well. So, yeah, as when we invest in it, the sole purpose of any cryptocurrency is what, that they are used for the transactions, they are used for their use cases, their utility, what good things they can provide to me, how much I can utilize by investing in this XYZ token, coin, or cryptocurrencies. Got it? Now, investing is not retail investors investing as in the big player investment, where their big money is coming from, so that we can see some upliftment from the market, some value growth in the market. Now value, I told you this one thing, value is when a lot of number of huge money is flowing into that coin. Huge money came into Bitcoin price you can clearly check. Huge money came into Ethereum price you can check. Huge money will come maybe soon in Solana, then you can have Solana's price as well. Now more and more and more and more huge money is coming and stacking, that means that value is increasing. If the huge money is not coming, not stacking, then the value is not increasing. Very basic, very simple. Now whose value, whose money is getting stacked? Big people's. Because see, even if we go on invest for years and years, we cannot make that stacked value thing. We cannot we actually cannot raise the value by that much percent which big players can do. So in the term of investing, do not go and see what I am gonna invest, what we should invest. No, what they as slash them will invest. Basically, which big player might think that this coin is very useful for him, which corporate people, if they are thinking, like, I just like think of their logic, like in what logic they are thinking. Are they thinking of investing as in like a stacking and reward, or are they thinking of using it, investing in some use cases, utilities? Are they thinking just as a reserve, I want it, like just for reserve, like I just want to make my company stand tall in the, when some tough time of inflations comes, I want to make my company stand, so then they are just going to go for reserves. Reserves are basically your Ethereum and Bitcoin. No other coins are reserve. Other coins are altcoins, which maybe in the future can become an stable coin, but now not right now. Okay, Solana is also considered as an altcoin itself. It has not become a stable coin, even though it provides the fastest and the cheapest blockchain, a cheapest transaction piece. But still, it requires some time. Now, this is the reason what we need to do. First, find a very best use and utility of that XYZ coin, because that's what is available in the market. That we need to check for XYZ coin, we need to check what is a utility, what is a use cases of that. Because investors, big player, corporate people are going to check that. They are not going to check like, okay, what is it, hammer candle forming over there, okay, I'll go to buy. No, they don't do it like that. They don't do it like that. Okay, they don't check the technical analysis like a chart patterns. Okay, I can see head and shoulder chart pattern, I should go for sell. They don't do it. They invest and they go, 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 and after and years they might come back and take a huge amount of piece and they will run. That's what they do. So no technical analysis can work on the big investor people. They need the use cases. What people might feel like this would be the next useful product, which can be basically use cases and utility. Other thing comes by rarity. Now, obviously, something which is available like in a very huge amount, nobody would want to put money on it because it is a very slow moving money. Nobody would want to see. Meme coins are like billions of supply they have, billion supply. That's why there is no interest in. There is nothing happening in Dogecoin, Pepe. Even though they are getting up by 65%, 45, are they even touching a dollar? Are they even touching a dollar? No. Why? No use cases, no utility, just made for fun. Why people should waste? Why heavy, big whales, investors, big investors I'm talking about, the big players, why they should waste their money in something which is not valuable? This is the exact thing that those people find logic, that how I can make my asset grow in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. So they will always try to put their money into something which is like will give them profit, which is actually useful for people to use. Because if people find it useful, people will put their money. If people put their money, the price goes up. Logic. Now, other thing, like I said, to supply is basically the rarity of the stuff. How many things are rare in the market? Okay, once you get two to three kind of this kind of stuff, now other thing what you need to, are we gonna trade in, invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum or Solana? No, I won't give such advice, because I believe, I know this one thing, that retail investors are trying to seek a very low investment things, because cryptocurrency is very new for them. I get it. Cryptocurrency is very volatile for them. I get it. Cryptocurrency is very risky for you. I get it. But what if you invest a very small amount and you get a huge chunk of money, like unimaginable chunk of money? It will take time. You never know what kind of time. Maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years, maybe 30 years as well. Because time is not derivative to whatever movement comes in the market. Money is the one which is directly, indirectly dependent on the value. If money comes, value can go next day itself, or it can take 10 years as well. It all depends on money which will come into the market. Okay, now in that scenario, what I'm going to tell you, see, in a crypto collection overview, you see filter, right? See, this is all coins where there's every coin is there, every coin, like almost every coin. After that, there are some coins which is like filter out coins, like total value locked track. DeFi coin is basically the coin which is not controlled by the government. Then gainers, top gainers of the, let's say, 1 day, 2 day, 1 year, 1 month, blah blah blah. Top losers, the coin which is not even working out for us. Now, most of the retailers, they, do you know what they do? Most of the retailer will try to go for the loser coins, because they feel like they must be in the most least point. I try from a least price, so that if I get some XYZ coin in the most least part, in the least, like in the very cheapest to cheapest price, and when it goes up, see, we don't put money on a losing horse. Basic fact. Okay, we don't put money on a losing horse. We put money on a winning horse, not a losing horse. If you see something, I just want to like take the myth out. Like they see, yes, I get it. I have seen a lot of people which they talk about like we should buy on 52-week low. There is one you can clearly see. These two filter are the most famous filters: 52-week high and 52-week low. What 52-week high and 52-week low? Basic information I'll provide. An year of 1 year has almost 52 week. So 52-week high, which means in overall 1 year, which are those coin which perform the best, which is 52-week high, winning horses. And the losing horses in 52-week low, that means in a whole year, the coin which performed the most least, had losses, percentage dropped, value dropped, everything dropped, losing horses. Now most of the people, they have this, retailers have this myth mentality, that if we put on the most cheapest price, then again it will go up, and then we can have a very huge amount of profit. But what is a guarantee you are having that it is going to go up? Even though I know that like there are three basic structure of the market: up, down, and side, right? I get it that at some point it will go up, at some point it will do whatever you want to do. But if something is falling, how do you know that this is a point when, from where it is going to go up? What if it's keep on falling? Even you invested over here, from there again it is falling, 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 falling. How would you know? Rather than doing that, we should invest on 52-week high, the winning horses. The one is already winning, he can give us very good amount of profits to us. I don't understand this real, like this thing, like why people invest on 52-week low. Should invest on 50 low. Same like that. There are so many different filters of the market. Filters. Total value rag, DeFi coins, all the decentralized coin, which is not in control of the government. Government cannot touch, do any manipulation or any of those things. Gainers, losers, large cap which is having a market cap, basically. Okay, market cap is like, for example, let's just say, how can I explain? I want to give you an example of market cap in a very simple way. uh, Market cap example. Mm, market cap. Huh. Have you seen any shopping marts? DMart or XYZ or XYZ. Okay. Now they have so many products inside. So many products inside. They have sneakers, they have meat, they have veggies, they have utensils, they have clothes, they have shoes, they have this, they have that, and blah 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 blah. So many things under one roof. Okay. If I go on valuing all this stuff, if I take an cost of everything inside that shopping mart, I will, the total amount of sum of everything worth, like if I say, okay, this is this plus this addition, I keep on adding the price, keep on adding the price of each and every item I'm talking about, each and every item in that shopping mart, that will be a total cap of that shopping mart. Okay, a total value which is worth, which is invested. This is available, this much is available to buy right now, this much money is stacked in that mart. If people comes on buying, slowly the supply is gonna go, but the value is getting stacked. Like I said, market cap, for example, if I have 100 million, no, that's too much. I get it. If I have $10,000 worth of product inside that shopping mart, now even though people are buying and I'm losing it, but I'm not losing that $10,000. The $10,000 is I'm receiving, because that is a market cap of me. Okay, that's how. Large cap is basically the coin which is having a huge investment. Small caps which is having a very small investment. Okay, most traded is like basically those coin which is everyday traded in a very high transactions. Most traded will be those coins which is having some use cases of transactions, like people use it for transactions. Like I said to you, cryptocurrencies are nothing other than transactions. We use it for transaction, nothing else. It's not gold, it's not silver, it's not something, it's used, it's a currency is used for transaction. Now most traded is basically the transactions. What kind of transactions are we have? You can clearly see on the transactions how many transactions and blah 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 every day, or volume in USD, average, large, blah blah, market cap, everything you can see. Okay. Most, this is most traded. Some in like just like most traded, there are most address with balance, most active addresses, most transactions, highest transaction volume, lowest supply, highest supply, most expensive, most volatile, all time high, all time low, 52-week high, 52-week low. There are this many filters. Now what we need to do in this many filters, we need to find one filter which is like basically like most traded is good. Most traded is why good? Because every day people are trading. It's not like people will trade when the news will come, people will trade when there is something exciting happening. These are the coins which is being traded every day in a very good quantity. Okay, now there are two things: most transactions, lowest supply. Highest supply is basic, again I told you, highest supply means there are too much supply in that market, so the value growing is low. The price to grow, the value of the price to grow is, chances are low, not high, low. Got it? Cool. And the lowest supply, like I said, supply is low, so the price is going to be high. So these are some filter out which you need to check. Now see, everyone has their own thing. Okay, I'm not gonna just give you like, okay, you come on this filter itself and do this. You have to check every of those platforms, you have to check every of those filters to get to know what they mean, what they do. I mostly go on the lowest supply and most traded, or most transaction as well, because this 3 and 52-week high, I check this for a lot of time. Because for example, let's go on 52-week high. In whole year wise, this coins performed good. Okay, now on which coin do we focus? Big question over there, on which coin we should invest. Now you are a retailer, buying a huge quantity is a thing for us. Okay, like if you want to have a good amount of profit from the market, you need to have a good quantity of that coin, so that if the price goes up, then you have a huge quantity to sell. A huge quantity is going to offer you huge profit, right? We need huge quantity. We saw a requirement, our requirement is to buy a huge quantity. Now checking our wallet as well, like how much money do we have to invest? Can we buy a very huge quantity of Solana? No, you cannot. 236 for one coin. Even if you like, for example, I'm just giving an average person response, an average person thinking, and the wallet. Even if you go and sell each and every of those things, like your house, your land, your property, your car, and blah 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 blah, you will still be end up having just 10 to 20 Solana, and that 10 to 20 is not going to give you any kind of profit. But I have one trick in which you can actually own 1,50,000, 60,000, such kind of coins which you need, which you actually need to have. You can actually have 60,000, 1,50,000 kind of coins of XYZ coin. And the time it becomes good value, you would be having a total supply. You will be like a big player, a big whale, which is having like 60,000 coins, 1 lakh coins of XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. Now, but there is a condition, like you have to wait. You have to wait to become, you have to wait for that coal to become a diamond, basically. Now, how do we wait? How do we wait? You came to one of filter, for example, you came to 52-week high. After that, what you will see on a 52-week high, you see numbers of XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. There are so many coins: Lebat, Avantis, Alibaba, My Baby, Nairo, BNB Tiger, Clippy, Buff, Doge, Dress, blah 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 blah. There are so many, so many, so many, so many, so many, so many, so very few. There are so many things, right? Which coin to focus on? First, always come on, as it's a 52-week high, go on the performance first. Then check those coin. Arya, why it's not happening? No, up down. I want to go side. Why side is not available? Okay, this is the old side. Okay, got it. Got it. In this thing, performance. First, always check the performance. My screen is cutting half. I wanted to show you after this 6 month because there is year YTD. I am trying to show you, but it is I am not able to show you. The mouse is not moving that side. Maybe right now, no, not even right now. It is moving. How can I show you this thing which is not there? I cannot see a bar down as well so that I can drag it. There is no bar down. Three drags got me fucked. Got me fucked. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So there is an ear thing. Yeah, I'm getting. I want to, bro. Just move. It's fine. You can. I know you is possible. It's not letting me. It's fine. So in yearly wise, whichever you see, like 24 hours, 1 week, 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, then comes their year. Okay. So all these things should be green. First, everything should be green. Why it should be green? It will tell us that every 24 hours, last week, last month, last 3 months, last 6 months, last 1 year, everything was green. Means every time the market was pumping up with lot of investment, which is a good sign for us because we know if money gets stacked, the price goes up. If a price goes up, our profit goes up. Okay, so this is, you have to check everything. Like if, see, for example, if there is one place where is there's like something like this, like minus 3.4, but constantly they have been giving good in here. Constantly there is bad, but maybe an yearly wise it is good. That's why it's showing over here. Let me see. No, even the yearly wise is not good. For example, this Avantis 53.424, 400, and yearly was 400%. What is the price of that actually? $1.3. $1.3 is not that big. $1.3 is very less. Total circulating supply is just 241 million. What is the total supply? Total, I want to know total supply of yours. 1 billion. Okay, it's not 10 and blah blah billion. 1 billion is not that okay, but okay, fine. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. You also have to check out all time high of that coin, so that you will be knowing that if it's did created all time high already or it is gonna create or blah blah blah. In this, we have to find out the coin which is under a dollar, like this 0.04. Did good. Total circulation is just 130 million. What is the total supply? But total supply is also 1 billion. Circulating is just 130 million. That is not that high. Okay. And we have seen like all time high was 0.1. Market is right now 0.4. Okay. It didn't make that good all time high, but still. So such kind of coin, which is 0.04. Now, when the coin is very cheap in the price, like 0.04, you can invest very small amount and get 1 lakh coin of it. 1 lakh coins you can easily get. And what do we wait for? Once we invested, once we saw each and every also, we saw the performance, we saw transactions, what kind of transactions are happening. Transactions are saying sentiment, technicals, neutral. Some may show like strong buy. See, everything they show. I just said strong buy scenarios, which is strong buy of SOP 0.000016 blah 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 thing. This is like, you can, by just investing 10,000 INR, you can get so much of this coin because it's 0.00001. Same way, you just need to find a coin which is under a dollar. Like right now, Izumi Finance is 0.02. Let's take example of Izumi Finance. Changes percent in 24 hours, 157% up the market is. And it is categorized as, let's just see, Izumi. Izumi Finance. Market cap is right now 16.98 million. Fully diluted is 43.14. Trading volume last 24 hours 1.7. All time high reaches 0.1. Okay, 0.9. Sorry. Circulating is 700. This total supply is 2 billion. Now, what we need to do? Let's just see. Let's just go to the chart. I don't want to have for 12 months. Can I have 6 months? Is there an option for 6 months? Yes, 6 months is better. Than 12. Okay, market open at 0.1. Lowest it went is 0.04. Highest it went is 0.9. Highest it went is 0.1. And from there it came on falling down. Again, it's trying to go up. Now, this may be a good chance because we know the all-time high was created 0.9, almost very close to have a dollar. When it became a dollar, people started selling it because that's what people do. Because I am going to show you the same exact scenario in how you can achieve a very good amount of investment profit with a less investment. You just have to focus on such kind of coins. Okay, I told you everything what you need to do. Find a coin which is under a dollar, performed good as well. Performance good is just helping us fasting the timing, because we don't know what timing we need to wait. Do we need to wait for 1 year? Do we need to wait for 2 years? Do we need to wait for 3 years? That can be, this time can be derived by the amount of profits and amount of good things a coin is having. Like as we go for a this performance in whole year, you can see green, 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 green. That too not but 3 digit, 400 plus, 428 plus, 337% market is up. So it's good investment is coming this year. This means that by the end of this year or by the end of 2 year or 3 year, it can again go and tap into its all-time high. Okay. Now let me just give you a scenario. Let's go and understand a scenario. Hola. Hola coita. Okay. Let me show you something. IZI USD. That is our Izumi Finance. This Izumi Finance IZI. Okay. IZI USD. That's what I said. IZI Izumi USDT is at 0. What is the price value going on right now? It's 0.02. 0.02. Okay. 0.02 USD. Okay. Now I want to have I want to have 1 lakh coins. 1 lakh coin. How much investment do I need in USD? Also tell in INR. Okay, let's go. All right. So Izumi price is at $0.02, as we can see right over here. Izumi price is at 0.0. It's more like 0.0222. I didn't write that much, I just read 0.2. That's enough. Coin you want is 1 lakh. I need 1 lakh coin. 1 lakh coin I need. Okay. Investment in USDT of 1 lakh coin will be $2,000. $2,000. Now, assuming INR right now, according to right now current exchange rate, how much investment you make? 1.66 lakh INR. 1 lakh 60,000 INR. That's it. Not a big investment, small investment. 1 lakh 66,000 INR investment you will make. You will need either $2,000 or 1 lakh 60,000 lakh to buy 1 lakh Izumi coins. Okay. Now, calculate, let's say it goes to 0.10. Yes. Tell me for 0.9, which was the previous all-time high. No, let's go for 0.1 and 1 USD profit in both INR and. So what are we going to do? Like I said, like it might take years, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. At that time, what we have to do is we just have to wait. Where is Izumi? Now here, let's just go for 1 hour. Reset. Okay. So from here, let's just imagine that in 1 year market is going, falling down, going down, falling down, going down, and ultimately it touches 1 USD value, because we saw all time high was already 0.9. 0.9 was just one more 0.1 more to become $1, which is easily achieved. If 0.9 was the already target, the next target will obviously be 1 USD. Okay, we have seen the same thing. 111 was the target of 11K, was the all-time high of Bitcoin. The next target, next all-time high became what? 121. Obviously the previous all-time high will be crushed and will go and make a new one. Same way, what we can look over here is 0.9 was the previous all-time high of Izumi, IZI, previous all-time. Obviously market will try to break that previous high and will become 1 USD. So let's just imagine that this movement from going to 0.02 to $1 became, let's just say 2 years. 2 years it took. 2 years it took for market to reach from 0.2 to 1. In between, I will also show you in between, if you feel like this is that movement, like this is 0.1. Let me just delete this. Let's just understand that 0.1 in between, you start from 0.2. This is your start. In between, this is your mid, and this is your end. From the mid, you start from 0.02. You reach to mid is 0.1. 0.1 is the mid. From there it went to $1. Now how much you will make in 0.1 and how much you will make when market reaches $1? Now why it is very beneficial, I'll tell you the reasons of beneficial. First, low expectation. A coin will touch $1 if it is useful, use cases are good, utility is good, it is in that 52-week high as well, like constant yearly wise growth and every other thing is coming. That means $1 is not hard to achieve, and we don't even have to do anything for anything. We just have to focus on $1. That's all. That's our target. That's our target. Our target is not $10. Our target is not 100. Our target is not 50. Our target is not 1,000. Our target is just $1. $1 is easily achievable if the utility, use case, and every of those things is good of that XYZ coin. Now, all right. Price. Yeah. Yes. Tell me the profit of 0.1 and 0.1 USDT in the both INR and USD. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. If let's say after 1 year, a mid, we are in the mid over here. Okay. Over here, 0.1 is the mid. I will just clear it. I will make it very clear. Start 0.02. This is a start right over here. From here, market is going. Somewhere in the mid, market became 0.1. Again, from there, it continued and became end, which is our target. Our target is end, which is basically 1 USD. That's our target. Small target. Okay. Start from here. First, we are discussing regarding mid. Even if you are not having that patience, you are like, no, like I don't want to invest anymore. I want to take out of money. I'm not feeling good and blah. In mid, if it becomes 0.1, okay, then what kind of profit are you going to have? Let's say if EEIZI becomes 0.1, which is basically 0.1. If you say 0.10, that's basically 1. If it becomes 0.1, the value of 1 lakh Izumi coin will become $10,000. What did we invest? We invested in 0.02. The investment at this point, I will just say, investment at this point was what? $2,000. In the mid itself, it became what? $10,000. What is a profit? 8K dollar is your profit. You invested 2,000, profit 10,000. 2,000, you took your investment back. What kind of profit you are left with? 8,000. Okay, now what is that 8,000 profit? 8,000 profit is basic. $8,000 in INR is basically 6.64 lakh, 6,64,000. You invested 1 lakh and you got 6 lakh as a profit. Now let's extend it more. Let's say our end goal was what? End goal is $1. That's it. What kind of profit can I have in $1? I invested 2,000. If I have 1 lakh coin and in that 1 lakh coin becomes $1, so every dollar, every coin is priced at $1. Every coin, and I have 1 lakh, it becomes 1 lakh dollar. 100, comma 000 dollar. This is my profit from if the market reaches to 1 USDT. If the thing comes to 1 lakh dollar, if it becomes 1 USDT, I have 1 lakh coin which will become 1 lakh USDT. How much profit are you making from 2,000? This was your start and this is your end. Okay. Okay. Cost was just 2,000 because the start was 0.02. The profit became what? 98,000 K dollar, which is approximately 81.34 lakh INR. 81 lakh you can make, and our target is very small. Did we had a big target? No, we never had a big target. We only had a very small target, that is 81 lakh. That is $1. Find a coin which is below dollar, and that coin, when it becomes, buy a good quantity of it, like thousands, like maybe 10,000, maybe 20,000, maybe 50,000, maybe lakh. It depends on you what kind of investment you are. I just did it for 1 lakh. It's not compulsory that you have to buy 1 lakh to gain profit. Now it depends on your greediness. What kind of profit are you imagining to have? What kind of profit do you need? What kind of profit are you satisfied to have? Are you satisfied with 1 lakh coin? Are you satisfied with 2 lakh coin? Are you satisfied with 10,000 coin? Are you satisfied with 50, 60, 70? Now it depends on person to person. This is a P2P, like person to person, it will depend. Okay, but you will be having a profit of 81 81.34 lakh, it will become 98k, 98k profit. From the start, 2000 can become 98k. And this is what actually all the people did in the Bitcoin as well. They bought it in the cheapest price. They bought it in $1, $2, $3, 4, 5, 6. Now it is at 100k value for one coin. Obviously, they are having a lot of profit. Lot of profit. The same way which you can do. Our target is not 100k for like Bitcoin. Our target is not like Solana, like $200. No, our target is just $1. Just $1. That's all. That's all our target is. Okay. I'll come back in 5 minutes. Okay. After that, we'll talk about some news because I have some news to share. But you understood this very simple and easy technique which you can use for investing. That you can just find out some coins, invest in it, forget it for 1 to 2 years, and then come back and you can have a good amount of profit. The same exact thing what the big whales did it for the Bitcoin. This is the same exact thing. They saw the market at the most cheapest price. They bought in a huge bulk quantity. They waited for 2 to 3 to 4 years, and you can clearly see what kind of profit are you having in just 2 to 3 years. They are 2 to 3 years is nothing. Once you come out of the school, everything like the college, the masters, the job, everything goes like this, like boom, 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 boom. And I am 24. How I became 24? I didn't realize that I lived 24 years of life. That's how the time goes. That's how the time flies. So investing and forgetting, don't you don't have to think in this way like, oh my god, I have to wait for this much years and blah. No, it will be easy. It will be very, very easy. Okay, so I'll come back in 5 minutes. Okay. Came back. So I hope you understood the most simplest way gaining a good profit with a small investment. Okay. Most volatile, most volatile go for the one which is having high prices because they can give you a very short term profits, good profits. Mhm. Bitcoin number two, number three became XRP. Wow. Solana was just Solana was five in the last time we checked. Now it became five. BNB became five. Dogecoin is eight. Meme coins. All time highs. Answer. Circulating 150 billion. Too much supply. There are some news which I wanted to share with you all people. Collected some news for all of you. Hmm, let's see. Okay. So Ethereum faces the ghost of the September. Profit taking and the chart warning emerges. What is this all about? Let's talk about it. The article warns that the Ethereum might be headed for a short-term price drop based on on-chain data, trader behavior, and technical chart patterns. Especially because September is a historically weak month for Ethereum. Current situation, which is talking about. Okay. Ethereum price is around 4,620 and down by 1.4% in the last 24 hours. Despite this, it is still up by 7.6% over the past week. Like past week, if you calculate, it is 7.61, but the last 24 hour, it is 1.4% down. But several warnings are flashing, especially due to the profit taking and bearish signal from charts and market data. Profit taking is basically those people who were and who entered Ethereum, maybe let's say by at the time when it was 100, or the most extreme drop which we saw in Jan March, where all the Bitcoin prices, all the cryptocurrency prices were just falling down, falling down, falling down. Maybe some people bought the dip, and when it touched this price like 4,000, 4,500, and every of those things, they might have taken out their profit. Okay, that's what profit taking means. It doesn't have to mean like it's just the dip. It might be the people who are in the starting, like maybe some people invested from $100, $200, 1,000. Those people took their lot of maximum profit out when the market reached 4,800 and something like that, when it was making all time high to all time high to all time high. That point, people started taking the profit out to out to out. Okay, that's what basically profit taking means. And bearish signal from the chart and the market data. On-chain warning signs. First, too much profit, risk of drop. Whenever there is too much profit, too much profit, too much profit. Now in here the mentality goes like, see, I am having so much profit from XYZ, this platform, like this currency. Now it will trigger a lot of people to go on buying, 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 which will basically entering in the market, making one stop loss, one take profit, and every of those things. Market makes you feel that okay, I gave you four all-time high back to back. Maybe this is also a time I did a very short-term dip. People go for buy, 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 and then again the dip continues. This is liquidation trap. Market is trapping. That's what is feeling like. For so long time market is giving you a good price, a good profit, good everything. Now it is maybe a time for a drop where the market may liquidate a lot of people which is on that platform. Okay, on September, a metric called supply in profit shows how many Ethereum holders are currently in profit. On September 12th, 99.68% of Ethereum was in profit, and this is very high. Historically, when this number gets too high, people start to sell and take profits, which causes a price drop. That's what I said. Like everything is value and in that level because money is stacked. Once the money flows out, the value will drop. Okay. Example, on August 22, the profit supply peaked. Ethereum dropped 9% in a day. In a day, 9% was dropped. Second, takers buy sell ratio shows the bearish behavior. This ratio compares aggressive buying versus sellers in the future market. The ratio above 1 is bullish, below 1 is bearish. On September 13th, it fell to 0.91 bearish signal. Normally, price bounces after a dip like this, but this time it didn't. Just like in the late August when Ethereum dropped 8%. Technical chart signal, one hidden bearish diversion, that is 4 hour. Price is making a lower high, but RSI movement indicator is making higher high. This is a bearish signal suggesting that the price may continue to go down. Rising wedge pattern on a daily chart. Ethereum is stuck is rising wedge, a bearish chart pattern. This wedge is narrowing down, showing a weakening buying strength. Ethereum already broke below support of 4,634, now nearing at 4,524. This will fall below wedge next support level, which is basically 4,485 or 4,382. Deeper drop could reach to 4,276 or 4,060. Okay, these are the levels of support which market can take a significant support. Okay, historically, September performance. September has been bad for Ethereum historically, with a median return of 12.7% since the launch. So the current signal combined with the usual September trend, more reason for the cautions. What could invalidate the bearish case. To turn the bullish again, Ethereum needs to close above 4,634 on a daily chart. This is a weakening on the this weakens the bearish outlook. Break above 4,797 confirms the upside momentum that it is making an upper high, like higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay. TLTR, too long didn't read. Ethereum is showing bearish signs based on too many holders in profit, signaling possible sell off. Weak future market sentiments, bearish chart patterns like rising wedge and hidden divergence. Historically, September is weak for Ethereum. Price level to watch, bearish drop if the drop below 4,485 to 4,382 may be lower. Bullish if reclaims 4,634 dollars and then 4,770 $97. These are the prices which we have to watch on the Ethereum. Okay. 4,485. 4,480. Okay. So basically this is the first line. As you can see, it's a swing and swing made on a hammer candle. Okay. So a lot of people's holding must be here. One, I'll place it right here. Another one is 4382. 4382. Let's go 4382. 4382. This. But I believe till here market can come. 4358. Swings. And if it wants to cross above, then he has to break first this supply zone, because this is a very good huge supply zone came into the Ethereum right now. This is the one good supply zone, which is basically where they ranged 4,664. This is the first. And second one is this 4768. This is the two. If it breaks above this, then it will continue the trend. What it will continue? The higher high, higher low. Basically like this. It came, made higher low. This is happening, this happening, and this. This one I'm talking. If it closes above this, then the trend is still what? Uptrend. Okay. The price is still moving above. If it didn't cross these two scenarios, then there might be case that we will see a drop off. Got it? This is regarding Ethereum. We have to check out regarding these 2 points. Right now, market is trying to fall. Let it fall. It's fine. When the market falls, let it always fall wherever it wants to fall. Can we see any demand zone near us? Let's delete everything. Yes. That hammer candle is a very good demand zone in the market. This is our demand zone for Ethereum. Okay. There are fair values gap which can support us, but I'm not trying to put any fair value gap. The second demand is over here. First demand came over here. Then second demand came. You can clearly see demand came, market went up, tapped into the demand zone and created a straight up demand. You can see the demand which came from this particular zone. Now again the market is at that zone. Took a little market fall, and a little green buying zone came from that exact demand zone. This is one. For another, we can go simply by this fair value gap. Maybe the some fair value gap sentiment can help us. Okay, let's just see till where it can go. Okay, our target. This is the supply. This is our supply zone. Three drags. What's going on with Nvidia? Nvidia. I'll check. Genon. Genon, I'll check what's going on with Nvidia. Nvidia is trying to collab with some good companies for blockchain system. I checked it. They are trying to make some supercomputers and all shits. I'll check for you. Genon. Thank you so much for joining this live stream, Genon. Thank you so much. Let me just do some market analysis and I will definitely see what's happening in Nvidia. This is our supply zone. Okay. But you know one thing, this is a supply zone. This will be basically a target, but it will be extreme target. Our main target, you know what happens sometime, like most of the time, not sometime, most of the time, market comes down to the demand zone. Now, always, all the time, what people do is they enter from here. This is their entry point. They entered over here, and their main target is to reach the supply zone. That will be their ultimate target. But most of the time, what happens is market tries to take supplies, take demands from here. It tries to go up, go up, go up, go up, and in the between, in the 15%, it starts to fall again. So we just have to check on that 15%. I really believe that you know what our main target can be. This will be our main target. That's all. 50% will be our target. The market can go above 50% if it gets a buyer comes that we have to see from the demand zone. Okay, just one green candle came. One green candle doesn't satisfy anything. Okay, until unless we see some good rally, this will be our main target. Okay, 50% because a pullback can come from the market. This is our target. Supply zone is there. Main target can be this. Okay, main target for buying, I'm telling you. Okay, main target can be this, but the one which we can just take it and leave home with a very risk free is this target if we go and buy from this. But when do we go on buy? Until we see a good demand from the market. If we don't see demand from the market, then it's no point of going to the buying situation. Let's go by this fair value gap. Three drags. Let me just go by this. And this is FEG. Okay. If it goes for the downfall, then we can take a very small entry from this, and our target will be the fair value gap. Short entry after this, and our target is very small. Just this. This is our target. Okay. If we enter from there, this is our target. Short entry I'm talking about. Okay. Make it good. Yeah. This is our short entry thing. Okay. For short entry, and another one. This is for long entry. And what we do, we wait now to get our target achieved. If it's going to be this for long entry, we can see a little pushback or not, or it's going to be the fair value gap, which is going to go down and we get our short entry. Now let's see where to enter in the market. I just want to check 2 to 3 things. I want to check for pivot, missed high lows. See, it made a green signal for us to go for buy. Okay, but like I said, I don't trust indicator that much, but still it made our green signal to go for buy. Maybe a good buy entry we will see in the market. Three drags got me. Are we fucked? Three drags got me fucked. Got me fucked. Three drags got me fucked. See, missed low high signal is talking about go for buy. Okay. Quick RSI check. If I can see any divergence. RSI, so RSI. What? RSI shows that it is in a overbought situation, sorry, oversold situation, and it might go up. Let's see. Jane on. I'm gonna check what's happening with Nvidia. Nvidia. Okay. So one of the audience asked me what's going on with Nvidia. I checked it and I'm gonna share with you what's happening. It has something. Is it? Yeah, it came. Okay. So China has dropped one very accusing antitrust law case on Nvidia. What is this? What is this case? What they are talking? Why they dropped? Every of those things. Let's discuss it. Okay. And the price is dropping as well. So you should be knowing that thing as well. The price is also dropping. What happened? China's top regulator, SAMR, State Administrator and for Market Regulation, says that Nvidia broke antitrust competition law. This relates to Nvidia's 6.9 billion accusation of Mellanox, a network tech company which was completed in 2020. What did China says? After the preliminary investigation, China found that the Nvidia violated antitrust rules. China will now launch a deeper investigation into the Nvidia's business practice. China may set a restrict conditions when it approved the Mellanox deal earlier, which Nvidia may have breached. How did the market react? Nvidia share dropped more than 2% in pre-market trading on Monday. Taxes instruments share also fell after a separate Chinese investigation into US analog chips. Chinese chip maker stock surged. SG Micro jumped 20%. Suzhou Suzhou Novosense Microelectronics rose 10%. Background context: the Nvidia is world most valuable company by market cap. It been under pressure from both US and China. US restricted Nvidia's chip to export to the China. Nvidia made H20 chip especially for China to compile with the US rules. China has discouraged local firm from using Nvidia chip, citing a security concern. Why this matters? Big picture: the this part of a big tech and trade conflict between US and China. This also comes as US and China's official are meeting in Madrid to negotiate. US wants China to make trade concession possible related to the TikTok. China is pushing back with the investigation and trade pressure. So it's basically like uh, some US and China shit is happening, and in that between, Nvidia is getting pissed up for breaking some rules and blah. See, we all know a lot of people breaks rules to get into that level, in that position. But if you want to reach into that top position, you have to break some rules. Okay, some people neglect it, like okay, it's like fine, we are having a good profit, you are having good profit, let's make a deal kind of situation. But now that deal is not being made properly, as Nvidia is one of those most like big tech company. Most of, like, if you just open anything of your laptop, you will find some Nvidia product in it. It might be Nvidia chip, it might be Nvidia processor, or blah 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 blah, anything. Like even this has this laptop, I have two laptop over here. This is what, I don't know. Okay, this is something different. So most of the people have using an Nvidia chip. Now what's happening is, after this US thing, like they believe like US may are spying on them, which they feel always that they someone is spying and blah. But sometimes it's no one is spying. It's just like to create more conflict in the market, they create such stuffs due to this certain reasons, a sentiment. I've told you, like in the news, whenever some news comes of XYZ thing, positive or negative doesn't matter, the sentiment traders will trade in that sentiment. If positive comes, they will go for buying. If such kind of negative news comes, like some law have been imposed, obviously a lot of people will try to go for sell situation at that time. So that's exactly what happened with Nvidia right now. The stock got fell because of one negative news which came. That's what is happening with Nvidia. It's just like being stuck between the two fights, between the two countries of US and China. China is like suspecting that maybe they are spying on us for some security reasons. They have imposed antitrust law on Nvidia. Now they will do the process, the investigation will happen and blah. Someone will feed money to the higher authority and every of those things will happen, obviously. And at the end, everything will be Okay. Let's see. Let's see. See, market became very slow at the demand zone itself. Now, whatever was selling, it sold already. Now they are taking one halt, one break at the time of the at the place of demand zone. जाने जा भगवान जानता है मेरे प्यार से शैतान भागता है मेरी पेन की लकीर से ब्रह्मांड नाप जाए पर मैं लिखता नहीं हूँ क्योंकि हाथ कांपता है ये वाला फिर ये वाला चीज टू मैं बुरे दिन ये वाला चीज टू मैं बुरी रात ये वाला लिखता हूँ ताकि तैर पाओ बिना डूबे आज हेलो मिस्टर डूबे के आप देख पा रहे मेरे अक्षर मेरे लफ्ज great info do you believe it will fall it will great info do you believe it will fall below 149 let me see let me just see where it is let me see the chart I am more of a technical person if I see some things then I can tell I cannot tell you just by news because you never know how media will like how people will interact what do you want me to see nvidia usdt blah 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 are you talking about stocks right you want to know for stocks or you want to know for the crypto tell me I'll pick this is crypto over here if you want to know regarding stocks I'll click this what do you want to know crypto or stocks drop your question drop your thing what preference do you want nvidia stock or nvidia crypto I have no idea which one you're talking about because I personally don't trade in nvidia so I don't know you want to know for stock Janan, do you want to know for stocks or do you want to know for crypto tell me stock okay let's go for stock nasdaq so many gaps so many gaps so many gaps so many gaps 149 you said right 149 where is 149 149 is too low I don't think this much a price can drop 149 you are saying that till here a price may drop this is 149 level I don't think so. It can drop to 149. Trust me, I really don't think so. It can drop to 139. No, that's not possible for a market to drop this high length in a way because we are talking about stock market. There is no that huge volatility in the stock market. Okay, stock market has very less utility volatility. There are not that much people doing huge selling or huge buying. Okay, it will go slowly, and I really don't think it can drop up to 149. No, the majorly it can take support is from this 164 can be the support. I use this signal. I use this one of this indicator. I though, but I don't recommend using indicator. But still, it's so many gap up opening. Like, can I see something else? Can I see something else? Can I see something else? Nvidia, Operation BSSX. Everyone will be having some gap up opening or what? Yeah, everyone has a gap up openings. In gap up openings, understanding the supply and demand zone becomes very hard when there is so many gap up and gap down openings. This is gap down, gap down, gap down, gap up. Sudden, very huge gap up opening. Now this gap up and gap down opening becomes very hard. Maybe see all the gap up and gap down opening. You will find one thing. Whatever see gap up and gap down opening is like some price which we couldn't control with the demand or with the increase of supply the price dropped or price gain okay now definitely companies tries to cover this gap these gaps maybe it can fall up to 170 range or maybe it can fall up to 161 according to the sentiment okay if tomorrow itself the whole investigation come through, and they say that there is no antitrust, there is nothing happened, whatever China accused is wrong, and every of those things, then again the price stock of will go up. It's a matter of fact, for 4 to 5 days it will be little tough situation for people to go for buy. I will suggest for 2 to 3 days go for sell. Go for sell, because this will, like, today market is shut. Okay, today market is going on, going on, going on. Today is the day where the case and all happen. Tomorrow when the market reopens, it obviously it will open with a gap down opening, because of the large supply and the sentiment, it will drop the price. So my suggestion is to that you can go for a sell off. This big gap of opening will be gone by tomorrow or 2 to 3 days, I feel that. Watch day. If you want to do a sell off, wait, let me just delete it. If you want to do a sell off, okay, if you want to do a sell off, then you can go for this gap. This gap ends at 171 to 170. Okay, 171 to 170, this gap will be covered tomorrow, because again that same with the sentiment, gap down opening will come, and with the gap down opening again the people will start selling it, because they don't want to lose. Even the signal in the daytime frame says to go for this. Okay, and we all know, any, if I have to give you a technical analysis, a downtrend, in a downtrend there is a hammer candle has formed. From here it was a good buy situation which went, but now again an indecision candles are forming. This is one of the indecision candle. If today this candle closed as an hammer candle or some like those candle, then it can fall down as well. Okay, two targets I'll give, 164 and 170. I hope you are satisfied. But I don't like this gap down openings. For technical analysis, it becomes hard to find supply and demand zones in the market, because supply and demand zone, then we have like, okay, from till here it can reach till there. Like same example of Ethereum. In Ethereum, I plotted the, not day, 1 hour. I plotted this supply and demand. So now I know till where the market can travel. I can find the path by plotting the demand and supply zone in the market. I can find the path, like where it can head, where it can take a stop, where it can go, where it cannot go. I can find those things. But when it has a lot of gap up and gap down opening, those path becomes a lot of noises in between. But still, 170 and 164. Salute. Thanks. Same to you. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. If you want, you can stay and share to maximum people out there about this live stream. Thank you so much. Okay, you cannot see it, right? Let's place it. See, another bottom rejection we are seeing from the green candle, from that exact demand zone, another bottom rejection we have seen. But until and unless it doesn't give us a confirmation, see, one candle fall, took a support, made a green candle. After that green candle was a red candle. That means sellers are still there in the trades. Sellers are still there. Seller made it go down, 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 but couldn't made it go down till the last point. That means seller strength is getting little weak, because if if you want to say, if the strength was continued, they would have went, this green candle's lowest would have been crossed if seller strength was good. But we can see the rejection happened from this place itself. It didn't go till this point. This was the green candle's L, and this is this candle's L. It couldn't continue, couldn't surpass. That means the strength of the seller is getting weak, weak, weak. But until unless it closes in green, I don't think so. We should enter. Let's wait, because I've seen such situations. Until unless you don't get confirmation, do not enter. That's what I feel. That's what I really feel. Jinon. Nice to meet you, Jinon. Oh, gozar. Coinbase Ethereum. 15-minute break and I'll come back, guys. Okay. Slowly, market is going up. we'll slowly achieve our target. I feel more positive for the upside than the downside. Let's see. This is my time of going, so I'll be leaving this live stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same timing, 24. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thank you so much for being a part of this live stream. Today, I gave you all this target. Please watch it in a whole day. One thing will be achieved for very sure. Okay.